Limited modifieds, y'all start lining up for your hot lap sessions. Limited modifieds in the pits, start lining up for your hot laps.
gave me 2 of them. No, that's brand new. I need to put it somewhere else. I need to keep them right there where it won't get bent. See, I got 2 of them. It's even 2 brand new. I had that money in there since I worked for Jeffrey. And on that dang oil rig. I got 2 of them. My other one was busted. Okay.
Limited modifieds, we need you in staging lane for your hot laps. Limited modifieds to staging lane.
I'm gonna have a little bit more money. A fair while back, I went to see my cousin. I took my little corn collection. I said, well, I put the bucket on his desk. There's one thing I gotta get out. I reached in there, I looked around in there, I got that little dime. Put it on his desk. He said, and he started looking at everything. He tossed him to the side and everything. He came back to that little bitty dime. It was 1864. He gave me $125. He wrote my number down. Said he's gonna put it on eBay. See what he said. I'm gonna say I must be a genius. That's the only one out of that bucket that's empty. No, I'm going to get more.
Oh, I got you.
He's gonna put it on eBay. He said no. He said to be fair. He said if I get any more money, I'm gonna call you soon with some more money. I said I know you're gonna call me with more money. I said I done seen it this way. That thing right there is worth at least $2,000 right now.
Yep.
That's what he said. But I'm gonna put it on eBay and see if we can. I bet you I can get. I bet you you'll get about $10,000 right there. He said to be fair. He said I don't give you $100. He said to be fair, I'll write your number down, and he put my number in the envelope with the dime.
Series limited modifieds onto the Speedway for their first hot lap session down the back stretch from Natchitoches, Louisiana. That's the 3 of Bob Kellogg. Rolling out of turn number 2, he's got a win here this season from Vidor, Texas. The 15 is Tracy Denby Jr. The 08 will be Tim Minister out of Greenwood, Louisiana, and the 43 is going to be Mark Petaluga from Anacoco. Hot lap session number 2 for the American Championship Series Limited Modifieds. Rolling through 1 and 2 from Seeper, Louisiana. The 07 is Adam Ware, followed by the X of Charlie Jones. He's from Forest Hill, Louisiana. Rolling into turn number 1, the current point leader and last Friday night's winner here at Sabine, the B99, is Ben Leedy from Jonesboro, Louisiana. The 47cc is going to be Connor Williams out of Sibley, followed by Neil Standifer in the 11S. Neil Standifer is out of Simpson, Louisiana. Getting set to drop the green flag on hot lap session number 2 for the American Championship Series Limited Modifieds.
He cannot stay in somebody who knows the best. That's it. Well, we're going to see what the points are. Here we go. My flag here.
On to the track now is the Foy Motors Crate Late Models. Rolling out at turn number 2 from Flatwood, Louisiana. The 76B is going to be Jerry Basco. Behind him, the current point leader from Florine, Louisiana, is the 69 of Stacy Villeman. Out of Anacoco, Louisiana, exiting turn 2 down the back straightaway, the F9 is going to be Mark Powell, followed by the 18 of Caleb Dillard out of Manny. The 68B will be Corey Basco from Flatwood, Louisiana. Rolling into turn number 3 from Florine, Louisiana. The 100 is going to be Ross Cook, and the 3-time winner underneath the ABC Auto Parts, underneath the flag stand from Baytown, Texas, is the one of Kevin Sitton. 15 is Tracy Denby Jr. out of Vidor, Texas. The next group of Foy Motors Crate late models out to the Speedway from Coshada, Louisiana. The 76B is going to be Ethan Bryant. The 78 from Sweet Lake, Louisiana, that's going to be Wyatt Wilkerson rolling into turn number 1. From Halton, Louisiana, the 9R is going to be Barron Prince.
How are you, Jill? You're good.
Front wheel drive, 4 cylinders out to the track. The first car out, the current point leader from Provençal, the C23 of Colin Jones. The 11M will be Michelle Tedder out of Manny. The 4JC out of Robeline is going to be Mark Szilard. The C49, Chris Waters out of Marthaville, Louisiana. And the 69 will be driven by Justice Dudley out of DeBerry, Texas. Here comes the BOM Bank Factory Stocks. Tonight they will be battling for $1,000 to win. First car out into turn number 1 from Robeline is the one of Stony Dubois, followed by, I believe that's Mickey Steele in the 37 from Ball, Louisiana. Out of Dry Prong, Louisiana, the 3 will be CJ Howell, followed by the 0 of Mike Lavaspear. Mike Lavaspear's from Montgomery, Louisiana, driving that 0 car in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Entering turn 3 from Cleveland, Texas, the 66 star is going to be Drayton Graham, followed by the 234 of Dalton DeVille. Driving the 234 tonight from Dry Prong. The 13G is Gary Greer out of Florine. The 58 will be Tiffany Welch from Greenwood. The 32 of Jason Ford out of Manny, as well as the 004 of Todd Fredu, also from Manny. The BOM Bank Factory stocks out for their second hot lap session. The first car out last Friday night's winner from Colfax, Louisiana, the 88M of Joshua Martin. In the 22 out of Marshall, Texas, that's going to be Dustin Hennigan, followed by the 55M of Cody Myers out of Bossier City. The 9 is going to be John Parker Jr. from Colfax, Louisiana. He's your current point leader, rolling down the back straightaway. Still looking for his first win on the year at Sabine. He's got 4 at Thunder Valley Speedway this season. The 12 of Bo Perry is from Bossier City, Louisiana, as he rolls into turn number 4. 55 is Dalton Dubois out of Robeline. From Florine is the 100 of Ross Cook, followed by the 77 of Tyler Dubois from Robeline, Louisiana. The 7L will be Dwayne Rains out of Anacoco. And the 11-7 is Casey Jimerson from Cleveland, Texas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hot laps are complete. It's now time for our opening ceremony, so we ask that you rise and, gentlemen, remove your hats. We're going to go to Lord in prayer and sing the Star-Spangled Banner. Praying for us tonight, Tim Roberts, the chaplain for Team Racers for Christ.
And thank you. Let us all pray together tonight. Father God, we just thank you for this beautiful evening that you've given us, the opportunity to come out with our family and friends together at this track, Father God, and to enjoy this evening together. Father, we pray that you'd be with our drivers, their families, their crews tonight, that you'd give them safety, Father God, on the track and in the pits. We pray, Father God, that you would deliver us all home as safe as you've brought us out tonight. And Father, as always, we pause and we pray for this great nation, that your hand be upon her, that Father, that we would always help her to remain one nation under God. We love you, we praise you, and give you the glory this evening in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Attention in the pits, limited modifieds. We need you in staging lane. Limited modifieds to staging lane. Limited modifieds to staging lane, please. Limited modifieds to staging lane for your heat races. Limited Modified Heat Race number 1. This is your last call. Please line up in staging lane. Last call for Limited Modified Heat Race number 1. American Championship Series Limited Modified Heat Race number 1 lining up in this way. On the pole from Seeper, Louisiana, the FTS Supply, CBC Welding and Fabrication, TRE Race Engines, KRC Chassis number 07 is Adam Ware. On the outside pole out of Forest Hill, Louisiana, in the Elliott Incorporated, Easton Transport, Don Cylinder Head Engines, Western Flyer Race Cars number X is Charlie Jones. From Vidor, Texas, behind the wheel of the Wills ATV, old number 7 Bar and Grill, CD Race Engines, IRP Race Cars number 15 is Tracy Denby Jr. And on the outside from Houghton, Louisiana, the Arclitect Shop Builders, Arclitect's Garage Doors, A-Mark Metals, IRP Race Cars number 9R of Baron Prince. Your final row to the inside out of Colfax, Louisiana, behind the wheel of the Auto Express, Chris's Automotive, Giggles and Hugs Learning Center, Bumper to Bumper Auto Parts number 7L of Levon Cup. And your final starter from Anacoco in the Powell & Son Crawfish to Go IRP Race Cars number 43 is Mark Pitaluga. 8 laps in distance, all cars transfer to tonight's A feature for the American Championship Series Limited Modifieds. Turning the lights out, we're going to get set to go out of turn number 4. Adam Ware and Charlie Jones, Tracy Denby Jr., Baron Prince, Levon Cup, and Mark Pitaluga. Lights around, here we go. Down the front stretch, Adam Ware leading the field through 1 and 2, but Charlie Jones will take the lead down the back straight. But here comes Tracy Denby Jr. to the inside, Baron Prince to the outside of Adam Ware. They were 3 wide momentarily. Charlie Jones, your race leader. Tracy Denby Jr. in second. Third is Baron Prince, Adam Ware, and Levon Cup is your top 5. The X of Charlie Jones slides up high out of turn number 4. Now Tracy Denby Jr. will dive down underneath, take the race lead. Denby, your new race leader. 9R Baron Prince going wheel to wheel with Charlie Jones for the second spot. Prince will have it at the exit of 2 and down the back stretch. Denby, Prince, and Jones is your top 3. Adam Ware and Levon Cup is your top 5. Mark Pitaluga now going a lap down to the 15 of Tracy Denby Jr., and we're halfway home. 4 laps down and 4 to go. Three laps to go now for the 15 of Tracy Denby Jr. Baron Prince riding along with Denby. Have extended ahead of the rest of the field. Charlie Jones in third. Fourth is Adam Ware. We got 2 laps to go. No battles on the racetrack to speak of at this point. Cars are spaced out in their proper positions. White flag in the air for Tracy Denby Jr. He'll exit turn number 2, rolling down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the last time heat race number 1. Tracy Denby Jr. will start on the pole of the American Championship Series Limited Modified Feature Race tonight. Baron Prince finishes second. He'll start to the inside of row number 2. Now the X of Charlie Jones will finish third. Fourth is Adam Ware. And Levon Cup rounding out the top 5. So your top 3 cars in third from Forest Hill, the X of Charlie Jones. Second place out of Houghton, the 9R of Baron Prince. And taking the win, put your hands together for the 15 from Vidor, Texas, Tracy Denby Jr. Heat race number 2 for the American Championship Series Limited Modifieds will stack up in this way on the pole from Natchitoches and the Mufflix Auto Center, Tipton Service Center, PTS Race Engines, Express Race Cars. Number 3 is the Bullet Bob Kellogg. On the outside from Simpson, aboard the Jeff's Racing Products, Standifer Consulting, CB Race Engines, IRP Race Cars. Number 11S is Neil Standifer. To the inside of row number 2 out of Greenwood, Louisiana, the Elite Auto number 08 is going to be Tim Minister. And to the outside, out of Sibley, he's got 1 win here this year. The Williams Flooring and Construction, Blacks Metals, Myers Automotive, Wicked Race Cars, number 47cc of Connor Williams. Your final starter is the current point leader, and he won here last Friday night from Jonesboro, Louisiana. Behind the wheel of the Woodrow Low Trucking, Mark Kennedy Plumbing, Paul Leedy Race Engines, Western Flyer Race Cars, number B99 of Ben Leedy. Bob Kellogg, Neil Standifer, Tim Minister, Connor Williams, and Ben Leedy will go 8 laps. All cars advancing to tonight's A feature. This race will determine who starts on the outside lanes of the feature race coming up later this evening for the American Championship Series Limited Modifieds. Tracy Denby Jr. will start on the inside pole. Winner of this race will join him on the pole for the feature. Green flag waving. Bob Kellogg, your race leader. The 11S of Neil Standifer in the second spot. Connor Williams third. Ben Leakey rides around in the fourth spot on the bottom of the Speedway. The Bullet, Bob Kellogg, now in second in championship points here at Sabine Speedway, hoping to capitalize on a poor draw for the B99 of Ben Leedy, the current point leader here. Kellogg continues to lead. Neil Standifer in the second spot. Both of those drivers looking for their first wins on the year. Both Connor Williams in third and Ben Leedy in fourth, half wins here at Sabine Speedway. Cross flags are displayed by flagman Larry Horn. We're halfway home. Neil Standifer now trying to challenge Bob Kellogg on the inside. Into turn 3 they go. Standifer paces behind the 3 car. Kellogg, Standifer, Williams, Leedy, and Minister is your field. We've got 2 laps to go this time. Neil Standifer going to give it another shot down on the bottom. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go for Bob Kellogg, trying to lead flag to flag to join Tracy Denby Jr. on the pole tonight. They roll into turn number 1, out of turn 2. Kellogg rolls through the middle. Neil Standifer down on the bottom. Into turn 3 for the final time. Out of turn number 4. Standifer's got a good run to the inside, but Bob Kellogg is going to hold on in the 3 car. Neil Standifer will finish a valiant second. 47cc of Connor Williams in third. B99 of Ben Leedy fourth. And Tim Minister will round out the 5-car field. So your top 3 cars in third from Sibley, Louisiana, the 47cc of Connor Williams. Second place from Simpson, Louisiana, the 11S of Neil Standifer. And taking the win out of Natchitoches, the 3 of Bob Kellogg.
Everything about that lap is got new stuff on it. Number 3. It may.
The Foy Motors Crate Late models will be next in the running order. On the pole from Flatwoods and the JCL Blackout Power FTS Supplies, CBC Welding, Rocket XR1 chassis number 68B is Corey Basco. And to the outside, the current point leader from Florine, the Christopher Sylvia Attorney at Law, Villeman Trucks, Barry Wright Race Cars number 69 of Stacy Villeman. To the inside of row number 2 out of Sweet Lake, Louisiana. Behind the wheel of the Wilkerson Transportation, Cajun Pools and Spas, Racing for Tanner, MB Customs Race Cars number 78 of Wyatt Wilkerson. To his outside, a 3-time winner here this season from Baytown, Texas, piloting the Mirage Construction, Copeno Pools, Stratagem Suspension, Longhorn Chassis number 1 of Kevin Sitton. And starting 5th out of Coshada, Louisiana. In the DNG Goods and Services Cane River Customs Bumper to Bumper Auto Parts PPM chassis number 76B is Ethan Bryant. Your final starter from Anacoco, Louisiana in the Powell and Son Crawfish to Go Bodies by Donnie MB Customs Race Cars number F9 of Mark Powell. Folks, don't forget to get a 50-50 ticket from the Sabine All-Stars baseball team. They're headed to state next week. You can buy a 50-50 ticket from them. If we draw your number, you'll take half the proceeds, and the rest will go to the Sabine All-Stars. We're going to go 8 laps in distance for heat race number 1 for the Foy Motors Crate Late Models. Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC is proud to serve the areas of Manny, Alexandria, Natchitoches, Leesville, and Mansfield, Louisiana, as well as Hempville, Texas, by providing only the best customer service possible and the highest quality new and used vehicles at exceptional prices. Whether you're looking to buy or lease, our dealership is sure to have the perfect vehicle for you at a price you can afford. Visit FoyMotors.com or stop by the lot on San Antonio Avenue in Manny. Special thanks to Foy Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, proud sponsor of the Crate Late Models here at Sabine Speedway. The lights are out. Corey Basco, Stacy Villeman, Wyatt Wilkerson, Kevin Sitton, Ethan Bryant, and Mark Powell is your field. We are going green. Villeman gets the jump on Vasco around the outside. He'll take the race lead off of turn 2 down the backstretch. Wyatt Wilkerson and Kevin Sitton go wheel to wheel for the 3rd position as they roll into turn number 3. Out of turn 4, both challenging Corey Vasco for the 2nd position, making a 3-car battle for 2nd. Vasco holds the spot, gets a little bit sideways right in front of Wyatt Wilkerson. The one of Kevin Sitton is off the pace at the top of turn number 2, and that will bring out the caution flag. The American Championship Series is here to give money back to the drivers. The ACS is a 100% payback points series for factory stocks and limited modifieds. The complete payout is listed on our website. Register for $100. We track your progress and you win money. It's that simple. Participating tracks are listed online as well at AmericanChampionshipSeries.com. Stacy Villeman, your current race leader, as well as current point leader here at Sabine Speedway at this time. The lights are out. I believe we have 1 lap complete for the 69 of Villeman. Green flag waves. Wyatt Wilkerson powers around the outside of Corey Basco for the 2nd position. Ethan Bryant in 4th. Mark Powell rounding out the field in the 5th position. Villeman continuing to lead. Wyatt Wilkerson closing the gap now in the MB Customs number 78. Trying to track down Stacy Villeman, your race leader. Cross flags now in the air. 4 laps down and 4 to go for heat race number 1. Now Mark Powell will move to the inside of Ethan Bryant to take the 4th spot away from Bryant as they roll down the back stretch. Stacy Villeman out front. Wyatt Wilkerson giving him company with 2 laps to go. Best battle on the racetrack is for the lead. Wilkerson may have lost some ground there. Out of the exit of turn 2. White flag is now in the air out of turn 4. 1 lap to go for Villeman. Down the backstretch and into 3 and 4. Checkered flag waves. Stacy Villemin will start on the pole here tonight. Wyatt Wilkerson finishes second. Third is going to be Corey Basco. Fourth, Mark Powell. And Ethan Bryant will round out your 5-car field. Top 3 cars look like this. In third from Flatwoods, the 68B of Corey Basco. Second place from Sweet Lake, Louisiana, the 78 of Wyatt Wilkerson. And taking the win, put your hands together for Stacy Villemin in the 69 out of Florine. Heat race number 2 for the Foy Motors Crate Late Models. Here is your starting lineup. On the pole from Manny in the Powell and Son Bodies by Donnie Super S Oils. MB Customs by Kate Dillard Racing, number 18 of Caleb Dillard. On the outside from Vidor, Texas, driving the 15 car is going to be Tracy Denby Jr. To the inside of row number 2 from Florine in the Brian Cook Trucks Warshocks by CDR. MB Customs by Kate Dillard Racing, number 100 of Brian Cook. And to his outside, out of Ragley, the Unleashed Motorsports PTS Tactical Hunter and Saunier Attorney at Law Track Star chassis number 38 of Chris Shaw. To the inside of the final row out of Houghton, Louisiana, aboard the Arclitex Shop Builders Arclitex Garage Doors A-Mark Metals Black Diamond chassis number 9R is Baron Prince. And your final starter from Flatwoods, aboard the FTS Supply KC Contracting CBC Welding Rocket XR1 chassis number 76B of Jerry Basco. We're going 8 laps in distance. All cars advancing to tonight's A features. Stacy Villemin is on the inside pole for the feature. Winner of this race will join him on the outside. Lights are out, here we go. Caleb Dillard, your race leader, off at turn 2. Tracy Denby Jr. in the second spot with Brian Cook in third. Here comes Baron Prince to the inside of Jerry Basco, racing for the 4th position. Prince will have it as it crosses the flag stand, and now Prince looking for a spot on Brian Cook. The 76B, though, of Jerry Basco is going to bring him around at the exit of turn number 2. Caution flag waves. One lap complete for heat race number 2. Jerry Basco sent to the tail of the field. Caution will be charged to the 76B. Green flag waves. .76B of Jerry Basco way up off of the racing surface in turn number 2. Will lose lots of ground there at the back of the pack. Caleb Dillard continues to lead. Tracy Dippy Jr. in second. Brian Cook third. Baron Prince in the fourth spot. And we're halfway home. 4 laps gone and 4 laps to go for Dillard. Dillard, Tracy Dimby Jr., Brian Cook, Baron Prince, and Chris Shaw is your top 5. We got 2 laps to go this time by. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go for Caleb Dillard. The Robaline Rocket trying to start on the outside pole here tonight. Back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the final time. Leading flag to flag, Caleb Dillard takes the win. Tracy Dimby Jr. will finish second. Third is Brian Cook. Fourth, Baron Prince. And rounding out the top 5 is Chris Shaw. So your top 3 cars in third from Florine, the 100 of Brian Cook. Second place from Vidor, Texas, the 15 of Tracy Dimby Jr. And taking the win in the 18 car from Manny. Make some noise for Caleb Dillard. Here comes the front-wheel drive 4 cylinders for their heat race. On the pole from Manny and the Vines Construction Colt 45 Customs Delta Tree Service RNG Lawn Care. Number 11M is Michelle Tedder. On the outside, out of Robaline in the Kevin Barker Mobile Mechanics Sallard Racing, Micah E.R. Buckle, Attorney at Law. Number 4, JC of Mark Szilard. To the inside of row number 2, the F5 of Ben McDuff out of Keithville, Louisiana. And to his outside from Marthaville, Louisiana, in the C49 is going to be Chris Waters. To the inside of the final row from DeBerry, Texas, sponsored by Macy's Music, the 69 car driven by Justice Dudley. And to the outside, your current point leader from Provençal in the Jones Septic Hitman Designs LCC Trucking, number C23 of Colin Jones. Going 8 laps in distance for the front-wheel drive 4-cylinder heat race. Ben McDuff not able to make the call in the F5. Lights are out. We're going green. Michelle Tedder, Mark Szilard, Ben McDuff not out there. Justice Dudley, Chris Waters, and Colin Jones. Green flag waves. C49 of Chris Waters now challenges Michelle Tedder for the race lead. Tedder will lead lap number 1 in the 11M. Chris Waters second. Third is Justice Dudley. Mark Szilard and Colin Jones battle for not last down the back straightaway. Jones will roll around the outside to take 4th away from the 4JC of Mark Szilard. Colin Jones looks to the inside of Justice Dudley for 3rd. Now side by side as they enter turn number 3. Michelle Tedder still your race leader, but here comes Chris Waters to the inside. Chris Waters now takes the race lead away. Colin Jones takes 3rd away from Justice Dudley. Chris Waters, Michelle Tedder, Colin Jones is your top 3. Justice Dudley in 4th, and Mark Szilard rounding out the field in the 4JC. Chris Waters is your race leader. Colin Jones battles Michelle Tedder for the second spot. Here he comes to the inside. And Jones will take the second spot away from Michelle Tedder, setting his sights on Chris Waters for the race lead. Colin Jones from dead last to second now, and setting his sights on Chris Waters for the race lead as they roll into turn number 3. Jones gaining ground on Waters. 2 laps to go. Now Jones to the inside. He's going to bang Waters for the race lead, and Waters gets into the wall in turns 1 and 2. And Jones now off the pace down the back stretch. Caution flag will wave. The C23 of Colin Jones will be charged with that caution. He's also got a torn up right front tire. Not sure if the C49 of Chris Waters has any trouble just yet. Green flag waves. Chris Waters, Michelle Tedder. Here comes Tedder trying to make the pass for the race lead. Justice Dudley in the 3rd spot. Mark Szilard in 4th. We got 2 laps to go now for Waters. Checker flag waves for the C49 of Chris Waters. He'll take the heat race win. Michelle Tedder will finish 2nd. 3rd is the 69 of Justice Dudley, who limps along with a flat right front. And Mark Szilard will finish 4th. So your top 3 cars: in 3rd from DeBerry, Texas, the 69 of Justice Dudley. 2nd place from Manny, the 11M of Michelle Tedder. And taking the win from Marthaville, the C49 of Chris Waters.
If y'all want to come visit, come visit. But somebody got to stay there and pay that bill over there. If you don't pay that bill, $68, no one will be able to get nothing. But it's like $2 million. Stay there and pay it. Well, people are
All right, we're getting set for the first of 3 BOM Bank Factory Stock Heat Races. On the pole of heat race number 1 from Dry Prong in the JCR Components Affordable Cleaning Team, Rodney Howell Performance Engines, Holy Moly Chassis number 3 of CJ Howell. On the outside from Manny, the PTS Race Engines, Holy Moly Chassis number 13G is going to be Gary Greer. To the inside of row number 2, out of Robaline in the Scotty Shade Tree Performance, Myers Automotive, CB Race Engines, Outlaw Race Cars, number 1 of Stony Dubois. And to the outside from Cleveland, Texas, behind the wheel of the Destiny's Vinyl Destination Beeson Racing Best Engines Outlaw Race Cars, number 66 Star of Drayton Graham. From Florine, the 100 plus is going to be Ross Cook. To the outside, Ross Cook in the 100 from Florine. In the Warshocks by K. Dillard Racing, Brian Cook Trucks Best Engines Outlaw Race Cars entry. To his outside from Robeline, the Piro Consulting Statement Industries, Stewart Industrial, 3D Motorsports, Cane River Water Slide, number 77 is Tyler Dubois. To the inside of your final row from Mansfield, Louisiana, driving the Frank's Fishing Charters, Fishing Frenzy Tackle, Greenwood Transmission, Cajun Propane, number 5 is Frank Cannizzaro. Looks like he's not going to make the call. And to the outside, out of Cleveland, Texas, aboard the Jimerson Racing, number 11-7 is Casey Jimerson. Going 8 laps in distance, all cars transferring to tonight's $1,000 to win main event for the BOM Bank Factory Stocks. The green flag waves right away. We're side by side for the race lead. Stoney Dubois down to the inside of CJ Howell. They'll race down the back straightaway side by side, 2 by 2 as they enter turn number 3. CJ Howell in the 3 car out front. The 1 of Stoney Dubois in the 2nd spot. Gary Greer 3rd. Drayton Graham in 4th with Ross Cook rounding out the top 5. Frank Cannizzaro not able to make the call. Last Friday night he took heat race number 1, started on the pole, and finished 2nd of the BOM Bank Factory Stock Feature Race. CJ Howell still leading in the 3 car. That's a brand new Holy Moly chassis right there out front. Stoney Dubois in 2nd. Here comes Drayton Graham looking to make the pass on Gary Greer for 3rd. Greer continues to hold 3rd. Drayton Graham closing in, though, in the 66 Star. Ross Cook in the 5th spot. He's in 2nd in the championship points here at Sabine. Tyler Dubois and Casey Jimerson rounding out the field, and we're halfway home, this time by 4 laps down and 4 laps to go for CJ Howell. Big puff of smoke out of the 3 car as he enters the midway point in each turn. Still out front in the 3. Stoney Dubois in the 2nd spot as CJ Howell extending his race lead with 2 laps to go for the 3. 13G of Gary Greer has a lot of smoke coming out of the right rear. Looks to be getting low on the 13G machine. Down the back straightaway, white flag will come out this time for the 3 of CJ Howell. Looking to start on the pole here tonight for the $1,000 victory. Stoney Dubois 2nd, Gary Greer in 3rd. Off at turn 2 and down the back stretch into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag waves. And CJ Howell will start on the pole of the $1,000 to win main event here tonight. Stoney Dubois 2nd, 3rd will be Gary Greer, Drayton Graham in 4th, and Ross Cook rounding out the top 5. So your top 3 cars in 3rd from Manny. This is the 13G of Gary Greer. 2nd place from Robeline, the 1 of Stoney Dubois, and taking the win from Dry Prong, the 3 of CJ Howell. Make some noise for him. BOM Bank Factory Stock Heat Race number 2 is going to get started like this. On the pole from Manny in the Smell Smoke Racing Fredo Car Care Greer Motorsports number 004 is Todd Fredo. To the outside out of Greenwood, Louisiana, driving the JCR Components Affordable Cleaning Team Rodney Howell Performance Engines Wild Child Race Cars. Number 58 is Tiffany Welch. Starting 3rd from Marshall, Texas, behind the wheel of the Rollo's Auto Sales Mobag Suspension Technology Rick Sisk Racing Engines Laser Race Cars, number 22 of Dustin Hennigan. And to the outside, your current point leader from from Colfax in the original Parker Chairs and Swings, Joel's Auto Sales, Don's Racing Engines, Wild Child Race Cars, number 9 of John Parker Jr. Your fifth starter hails from Anacoco in the original Sugartown Watermelon Stand, Howard Lewin Construction, Best Engines Outlaw Race Cars, number 7L of Dwayne Rains. The 0 is going to be Mike Lavispear out of Montgomery, Louisiana, followed by Dalton Faulkner from Cut and Shoot, Texas in the 27. Lots of action early on in this one as the 004 Tom Fredu, your pole sitter, into the infield. Will not be able to turn a lap here tonight in heat race competition. Now here comes Tiffany Welch to the outside of John Parker Jr. And problems for the 0 of Mike Lavispear hard into the tractor tire at the exit of turn number 4. Caution flag waves for Lavispear. Looks like we'll have one lap complete. One lap complete. John Parker Jr. is your race leader. Tiffany Welch in the second spot with Dustin Hennigan in third. Lights are out. We're going green. Three wide now for the third spot. Dalton Faulkner on the inside. Tiffany Welch, the meat in the sandwich between Faulkner and Dwayne Rains as they roll down the back straightaway and into turn number 3 now in stair-step formation. Dwayne Rains holds the third spot out of turn number 4, but here comes Tiffany Welch right back through the middle. Welch will open the door on the high side. The 7L of Dwayne Rains able to scoot around her for the third spot. Here comes Dalton Faulkner to the inside. They're side by side for fourth as they enter turn number 3, and Faulkner will now have the spot out of turn number 4. Move Dalton Faulkner into fourth. John Parker Jr., your race leader. Dustin Hennigan in the second spot with Dwayne Rains in third. Dalton Faulkner in fourth, and Mike Lavispear rounding out the top 5. We're halfway home now. The 9 of John Parker Jr. is your race leader, but Faulkner now to the inside of the 7L, Dwayne Rains. 27 will take third away on that circuit. 58 of Tiffany Welch will park it into the infield. Her heat race is done tonight. John Parker Jr. extending the race lead over Dustin Hennigan as they roll into turn number 3. We got 2 laps to go this time for the 9 of Parker. White flag is in the air. We got 1 lap to go. The 9 of John Parker Jr. will take the checkered flag out of turn number 4. Second place will be Dustin Hennigan. Third, Dalton Faulkner. Fourth is Dwayne Rains and Mike Lavispear rounding out the top 5. Your top 3 cars in third from Cut and Shoot, Texas will be the 27 of Dalton Faulkner. Second place from Marshall, Texas, the 22 of Dustin Hennigan. And taking the win from Colfax, Louisiana, give it up for the 9 of John Parker Jr. Here is your third and final heat race for the BOM Bank Factory Stocks. Your starting lineup is this. On the pole from Ball, Louisiana in the R&R Racing Engines Destroyer chassis number 37 is Mickey Steele. To the outside from Robaline, behind the wheel of the Cane River Water Slide, Piero Consulting, Best Engines Outlaw Race Cars number 55 of Dalton DuBois. To the inside of row number 2 from Dry Prong, driving the bodies by C.J. Hunter and Becca Turney's Rodney Howell Performance Engines Outlaw Race Cars number 234 of Dalton DeVille. And to the outside from Bossier City, Louisiana, the Twin City Towing, Harold's Transmissions, PTS Race Engines, Outlaw Race Cars, number 55M of Cody Myers. The 32 is going to be Jason Ford out of Manny. The 12 is Bo Perry from Bossier City. And from Colfax, the 88M will be Joshua Martin. Green flag in the air. We are underway for the third and final heat race for the BOM Bank Factory Stocks and the final heat race of the night. Right away, the 234 of Dalton DeVille will lose some ground and find himself at the back. Bo Perry and Joshua Martin battle for the position right in front of him. Dalton DuBois is your race leader. Cody Myers in second, now gets hooked up with the 37 of Mickey Steele. That's going to cause the 55 of DuBois to extend his race lead. Here comes Jason Ford to the inside of Myers now. Jason Ford in second, Cody Myers third, Mickey Steele in fourth, and Bo Perry in the 5th spot, rounding out the top 5. Joshua Martin and Dalton DeVille is rounding out your field at the moment. Just about a 3-car battle for the race lead. A pair of double nickels out front. Dalton DuBois and Cody Myers battling tooth and nail for each position on the racetrack. And here comes Cody Myers with a good run off of turn number 2. He'll extend his nose out front as they enter 3. And we've got the cross flags displayed. 4 laps down and 4 to go for the 55M of Cody Myers. Myers won last Saturday night at Boot Hill Speedway. His first win on the year at Boot Hill. He's also got a win at Arclatech Speedway this year. Going to try to Parker and Joel's Auto Sales Powell and Son Victory Lane here tonight for $1,000. If he can stay where he's at, he'll start to the inside of row number 2. Cody Myers, Dalton DuBois, Jason Ford, Bo Perry, and Joshua Martin is your top 5 with 2 laps to go. White flag high to the sky this time by 55M of Cody Myers leads the field out of turn 4. 1 lap to go. Off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the final time. Heat race competition comes to a close with Cody Myers taking the checkered flag in heat race number 3. Dalton DuBois will finish second. Third is Jason Ford. Fourth, Bo Perry. And Joshua Martin rounds out the top 5. So your top 3 cars in third from Manny is the 32 of Jason Ford. Second place from Robaline, the 55 of Dalton DuBois. And taking the victory from Bossier City, Louisiana, make some noise for the 55M of Cody Myers.
got out of it. Had it made. His grandpa and daddy had the car and everything.
Attention in the pits. We need all cars to the front straightaway for fan appreciation. All cars to the front straightaway for fan appreciation. Fans, we ask that you enter the speedway in turn number 1, but wait till we give you the signal so that we can make sure that all the cars are parked on the front straightaway. As always, we ask that if you have small children, please keep them with you and be aware at all times as we may have cars moving around. Drivers, we need you to stay put until we tell you otherwise so that we can get all the fans off of the speedway when the time is right and you could be able to move your cars after that happens. So everybody, just please be mindful of each other. Pay close attention to what's going on around you, but have a great time, and we'll give you the signal when we are ready.
I had to talk my son into coming. He got in a wreck last year back in July. Guy hit him doing about 90 miles an hour head on. And he was in a garbage truck. Both feet exploded. He was in it. Luckily, he got out. He wouldn't have been as big as he was, stocky as he was if he got out. His spine's all messed up now. They're trying to get rid of it. The lawyer said no. Do not walk out. Do not. He had like a $75,000 insurance policy. For some reason, it's going to expire. Get your lawyer on that too, son. Yeah. I mean, old boy that hit him, it wasn't his fault. He was dead when he hit him. He had an aneurysm. Then he come around a curve. I was the first one on. I was a firefighter that first one. I was the first one on the scene. And here's the girl. And you who was riding. And it was flaming, and I had it. You know, me and my son. I got to running to it about that time that the car exploded again. I got about as far from here to that railing right there. And they go, no, he's back here, he's back here. Oh, yeah.
Go down there.
His lawyer told me if anything, to let him fire you. Let him fire you.
That's what he wants, Jake. He's got him in.
Yeah.
I'm proud of dog. So he needs money. So his spine messed
Right.
up.
He's
can't work
going to
no
have surgery. I mean, he's working, but they told him today that, there's nothing on paperwork saying that you have to be on light duty. Boy got in a wreck. He almost got killed. What the hell wrong with y'all people? But grandparents was like that. Grandparents is just
What got from, Jake?
tall, man.
Stop that. But if I was dog, I'd get one out. I'll take it.
Well, he got good order. Hell, he told you everything was named. Yeah. One day we were nibbling here in Arkansas.
Okay.
It was damn
heard
good
it.
lawyer.
There goes 18.
And then he went to the hospital right here, and they refused him because the woman knew before they got killed. They refused to serve him. Got them too.
God. He's gonna be set up.
I hope
proud
so.
of him.
He deserves it.
He does.
He's my stepson. I've been with him since he was 2 years old. He does stuff for my own kids don't do for me, you know. I got 2 kids, don't even talk to me,
Sound like to me,
you know.
they gonna screw him over.
They trying. They trying. They ain't
That
gonna
lawyer, they got a good case. That lawyer, he'll
Yeah.
do what he wants.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the lawyer wants, but lawyers, you know, bam, y'all got
They
it.
got it. Big way over this grand boy.
Yes, sir.
All right, folks, is anybody having a good time here tonight? My name's Joshua Bell. I'm our announcer. I've got 2 free general admission tickets for next time out, courtesy of Mad Lawn Service. 2 free general admission tickets for the first person who can tell me which cars are sponsored by Mad Lawn Service. Now, I'm going to give you a small hint because I know that's a tough question. Who are the only brothers racing here tonight in the factory stock class? Both brothers racing. Who can come tell me that?
You got a number 3 Edwards, and you got your cousin. Number 3 black car.
All right, young lady, what's your name?
Lexi,
All right, tell us what the answer is.
Tyler, and Dalton.
Tyler and Dalton Du Bois, both sponsored by Mad Lawn Service. So here's 2 free general admission tickets for the next time out at Sabine. Congratulations.
Yeah, throw me one. Dum dum.
Come on. Take him out. Take him out. Up. On the ground.
want some?
Cool. Oh,
Let me get some of it out of my way to put my cap back on.
Man, they got all kinds of stuff on.
The only reason why I went down there is for my leg. Go on in. Go on in.
thank you.
You been all right? The little one's growing.
Hey, come on, you got it.
Oh yeah. Man, thank you. Thank you.
All right, all my fans on the racetrack, it's time to start making your way to the exits. Fans on the racetrack, time to start making your way to the exits. Drivers, please hold off until we give you the signal to get in your race cars and drive off the track. Again, drivers, please be mindful of those around you. And fans, please exit the speedway at this time. All right, folks, if you bought a 50-50 ticket from the Sabine All-Stars, now's the time to pull it out. We're about to pick the winning ticket. The total was how much now?
The total come out to $400. The winner will be receiving $200.
$200 on the line here. All right, the winning ticket number is 916058. 916058. I'm looking for a hoot or a holler. 916058. Is that a hoot? Or is that a holler? All right, you sending somebody down here? All right. All right, folks, and also we're going to be passing the helmet here for the family of a young man who passed away from a gunshot wound, I believe 14 years old. Is that correct? His name was Jeremy Perry. So we're going to pass the helmet to collect some money to give away to their family here tonight. Limited modifieds, we need you in staging lane for your feature race. Limited modifieds to staging lane for your feature.
The Hell Tour, somewhere it's like 5 or 6 tracks like for a week straight of racing. I'm not exactly sure where they are tonight, but I know either last night or the night before last, he was leading with 3 to go and the yoke on the drop shaft break. Heartbreak. He led every single lap. 47, and on that 47, the yoke on the drop shaft break. I said, what a heartbreak.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, God, man. I was like,
I bet you he
47,
was mad.
50 laps. They showed a picture and he was, you could tell he was devastated. I mean, because I mean, if you went on the Hell Tour, that's pretty big because I mean, it's so many nights of racing. And I mean, it's, if you can win like on Hell Tour or like a Speedweeks or anything like that, you've done something.
Oh, yeah.
And winning on Speedweeks is hard. Every Speedweeks I've ever seen are like a week of racing.
Limited modifieds to staging lane, please. Limited modifieds, please report to staging lane.
Get out there, let's do this.
I bet he was it. There's kids in here. So I looked at Jason and said, Jason, fuck. Yeah. That's cool. Well, he won, so I mean, he's happy. Hey, see that girl win? See that girl win? It's his weld jacket. Oh, weld jacket? Ain't no wind blowing. It's a little bit. I'm not going to Arkansas tomorrow. You not a people here? So Arkansas for this? Yeah, he's something. What's that at? Architect? What do you call that? Bowl till like 1 o'clock in the morning. There's a bowl all night till it closes. The thing closes at 1 o'clock. Bowling now. We're gonna go there like 8. We're gonna do stuff with his father today, then we're gonna go home for my birthday. Thing is, I told you, I said, if Bill man asked, you're not here. We didn't go. Alright, I'm going over here. Yeah. Go back that way. Huh? Hey.
He's talking right now. Hey, don't forget what I told you now. You believe me, Zach? That's waiting to happen. Beverly and her husband.
He don't race the 11. That number 11 is still is Neil Stanley. He races the 9. He's got a 9. Like that.
I'll put him in there with your stuff, okay? There you go.
Here comes the American Championship Series Limited Modified Feature Race on the pole from Vidor, Texas. Behind the wheel, the Wheels ATV, old number 7 Bar and Grill, CB Race Engines, IRP Race Cars, number 15 of Tracy Denby Jr. On the outside pole from Natchitoches in the Mufflix Auto Center, Tipton Service Center, PTS Race Engines, Express Race Cars, number 3, the Bullet, Bob Kellogg. To the inside of row number 2 from Houghton, Louisiana, aboard the Arclatex Shop Builders, Arclatex Garage Doors, Amark Metals, IRP Race Cars, number 9, R of Baron Prince. To the outside from Simpson, Louisiana, in the Jeff's Racing Products, Standifer Consulting, CP Race Engines, IRP Race Cars, number 11S of Neil Standifer. Starting 5th from Forest Hill in the Elliott Incorporated Easton Transport, Don Cylinder Head Engines, Western Flyer Race Cars, number X, Charlie Jones. And to the outside from Sibley, Louisiana, behind the wheel of the Williams Flooring and Construction, Blacks Metals, Myers Automotive, Wicked Race Cars, number 4, 7cc of Connor Williams. Starting 7th from Seeper, Louisiana, he pilots the FTS Supply, CBC Welding and Fabrication, GRE Race Engines, KRC Chassis, number 07 of Adam Ware. And on his outside from Jonesboro, Louisiana, the current point leader driving the Woodrow Lowe Trucking, Mark Kennedy Plumbing, Paul Leedy Race Engines, Western Flyer Race Cars, number B99 of Ben Leedy. Starting ninth is going to be the 7L of Levon Cup from Colfax, Louisiana. Tim Minister in the 08 from Greenwood. And Mark Pitaluga driving the 43 out of Anacoco. Green flag waves for the American Championship Series Limited Modifieds. We're going 15 laps in distance. Tracy Denby Jr. out front early in this one. Bob Kellogg second, Neil Standifer third, Baron Prince in fourth, Charlie Jones in fifth. At the end of one circuit, here comes Connor Williams past Jones for the fifth spot. Ben Leedy will roll with with Williams. Now up to sixth goes the B99. Tracy Denby Jr., Bob Kellogg, Neil Standifer, Baron Prince, Connor Williams, Ben Leedy, Charlie Jones, Tim Minister, Adam Ware, Levon Cup, and Mark Pitaluga. Tracy Denby Jr. goes by the 43 of Mark Pitaluga to put him a lap down. Problems now for the 08 of Tim Minister. The Elite Auto entry will lose some ground in a few positions there, back to 10th in the 08. And the caution flag gonna wave. Not quite sure what that one's for just yet. Caution on debris. We've got 5 laps down and 10 laps to go. 15 of Tracy Denby Jr. is your race leader. Bob Kellogg second. Third is Neil Standifer. Baron Prince in fourth. Connor Williams in fifth with Ben Leedy, Charlie Jones, Adam Ware, Levon Cup, Tim Minister, and Mark Pitaluga. 10 laps left. Green flag. Now problems for the 9R of Baron Prince getting sideways in turn number 1. He's going to keep rolling. The B99 of Ben Leedy stuck in the infield, and the caution flag is out. Still 10 laps remaining. We're going green in turn number 4 for Tracy Dibby Jr. in the 15 car. Bob Kellogg second, Neil Standifer in the 3rd spot. And the 07 of Adam Ware loses a whole wheel down the front stretch. That will bring out the caution flag. Lights are out, still 5 laps down and 10 laps to go. Green flag. Neil Standifer with a good restart on the bottom. He's going to go side by side with Bob Kellogg for the 2nd spot. Nearly side by side behind them with the 4-7 CC of Connor Williams and Ben Leedy in the B99. Contact made off at turn number 4, but Williams now moves into the 4th spot. Bob Kellogg still able to hold on to the 2nd position ahead of Neil Standifer. Tracy Denby Jr. all alone out front in the 15. Tracy Denby Jr. continues to lead in the 15. Bob Kellogg in 2nd, 3rd is Neil Standifer. Connor Williams in 4th. Ben Leedy in the 5th spot. Baron Prince, Charlie Jones, Levon Cup, and Mark Pitaluga still your running order. Denby, Kellogg, Standifer, Williams, and Leedy is your top 5. Prince, Jones, Cup, and Pitaluga rounding out the rest of your field with 2 laps to go for Tracy Denby Jr. The 08 of Tim Minister out of nowhere back onto the Speedway in turn number 1, right in front of your race leader. White flag going to come out this time by for Tracy Denby Jr. And a 3 and 4 checker flag waving for the 15 of Tracy Denby Jr. He dominates tonight for the American Championship Series Limited Modifieds. Bob Kellogg will finish a close second. Neil Standifer third. Fourth is Connor Williams and Baron Prince rounding out the top 5. Make some noise for your feature winner in the American Championship Series Limited Modifieds, the 15 of Tracy Denby Jr. Well, Tracy, another trip back to Sabine Speedway where you're very fast around this joint, man, and another night back into Joel's Auto Sales, Powell and Son Victory Lane.
Yeah, man, track was really weird tonight. It had some bumps, had some crazy stuff, and a lap car come out on the track there in the corner. It got a little crazy. But I like to thank Big Will, this man right down here is his race car. I get the opportunity to drive it, and I can't thank him enough. My wife for letting me put some hours on this thing, my little girl Maddie, buddy Evan there, and my dad for helping me keep this thing going. I thank y'all.
All right, man. Well, it's always a pleasure to see you racing with us here in Sabine, and plans to go to Arklatex tomorrow?
Definitely. We're going to go try it out.
All right. Well, hopefully you're as fast there as you were here. Any tips or tricks about this racetrack with the characteristics tonight that you can pass off to Dad for the late models?
Just try and keep momentum. That's about it.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you back next time. Put your hands together for the 15 of Tracy Denby Jr.
His dad's driving the late model because that's Tracy Denby Jr. That's Denby Jr. Well, Denby Sr. also runs a limited as well.
Yeah.
And I know he's run the late model. Something like Daddy was driving the late model.
I didn't either.
Yeah, because he just, when Josh said, you know, just for Dad in the late model, I was like, I didn't know Dad was driving the late model.
I didn't either, really.
Yeah, I thought it was him both times. Not doing bad. It's only 10:30.
Maybe home. Leave early night. If they don't have no rest.
It looks bad.
Yeah. I hope for an early night because I got to drive 2.5 hours tomorrow to a track in Northeast Texas called Rocket Raceway Park. I've been there once. I went there once earlier this year, but Race on Texas, we got raceontexas.com, and we're say short staffed and we don't have enough people to go around. And Boot Hill, with Boot Hill being off this weekend, it kind of okay, Boot Hill's off, go there. I was like, hey, I mean, I'm make money, so it is what it is.
Well, as long as they pay you good. So you 69 and
All right, folks, here's the Foy Motors Crate Late Model Feature Race on to the Speedway. On the pole from Florine, Louisiana, driving the Christopher Sylvia Attorney at Law, Villeman Trucks, Barry Wright Race Cars, number 69 of Stacy Villeman. To the outside from Manny, driving the Powell & Son, Bodies by Donnie, Super S Oils, MB Customs by Kate Dillard, Racing, number 18 of Caleb Dillard. Your third starter is from Sweet Lake, Louisiana, driving the Wilkerson Transportation, Cajun Pools and Spas, Racing for Tanner, MB Customs Race Cars, number 78 of Wyatt Wilkerson. And to the outside of row number 2 from Vidor, Texas, starting fourth from Vidor, Texas in the Denby Racing Go 24/7 Safety B&D Motorsports Barry Wright Race Cars, number 15 is Tracy Denby Sr. Starting fifth out of Flatwoods, Louisiana, driving the JCL Blackout Power FTS Supply CBC Welding Rocket XR1 chassis number 68B is Corey Basco. The 100 will be Brian Cook from Florine. Out of Anacoco, the F9 is Mark Powell. Baron Prince in the 9R from Houghton. The 76B is Ethan Bryant from Coshada, Louisiana. The 38 of Chris Shaw from Ragley, Louisiana. The 76B of Jerry Basco from Flatwoods, and the 4X of Brock Williams out of Leesville. The one of Kevin Sitton not able to make the call for this one, and we got a caution right off the bat for the Foy Motors Crate Late Models. Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC is proud to serve the areas of Manny, Alexandria, Natchitoches, Leesville, and Mansfield, Louisiana, as well as Hemphill, Texas, by providing only the best customer service possible and the highest quality new and used vehicles at exceptional prices. Whether you're looking to buy or lease, our dealership is sure to have the perfect vehicle for you at a price you can afford. Visit FoyMotors.com or stop by the lot on San Antonio Avenue in Manny. Special thanks to Foy Motors. Green flag waves. Caleb Dillard powers around the outside of Stacy Villeman for the race lead. And looks like the 9R of Baron Prince is going to have a problem down the back stretch. Might have it going back right in the right direction this time. Around 3 and 4, he's going to power to the outside of Ethan Bryant. Now Basco gets into the back of Ethan Bryant. Bryant spun around facing the wrong direction in turn 2. Caution flag waves. 1 lap down, 14 laps to go. The one of Kevin Sitton 1 lap down at the back of the pack. So 1 lap in the books, 14 laps to go for the Foy Motors Crate Late Models. Wyatt Wilkerson now up to the 2nd spot, looking to challenge Caleb Dillard for the race lead. Tracy Denby Sr. looking to the inside of Stacy Villeman for 3rd. Won't be able to make the pass this time. Brian Cook rounding out the top 5. Mark Powell, Corey Basco, Barron Prince, Brock Williams, and Chris Shaw is your top 10. Jerry Basco now pulling off the Speedway in the 76B. Down the backstretch, he's going to pull off into the infield. The one of Kevin Sitton is done. The 18 of Caleb Dillard, still your race leader, ahead of Wyatt Wilkerson. Stacy Villeman in 3rd, Tracy Denby Sr. in 4th, 5th is Barron Prince. Excuse me, 5th place. 5th place is Brian Cook. Barron Prince in 6th. 7th is Mark Powell. 8th, Corey Basco. 9th, Brock Williams. And in 10th is Chris Shaw. We're halfway home through the 15-lap feature, and lap traffic may soon become a factor for the 18 of Caleb Dillard. Still Caleb Dillard and Wyatt Wilkerson have broken out from the rest of the field. Stacy Villeman about a half straightaway back from Wilkerson. Tracy Denby Sr. rides in 4th. Now the F9 of Mark Powell off the pace and into the infield. His night comes to a conclusion. Big smoke out of the F9 in the infield. Now Caleb Dillard in lap traffic. He'll have to go work his way around Ethan Bryant on the inside. He gets by. Wyatt Wilkerson going to try to use this as an opportunity to close in, but Caleb Dillard dealt well with the 76B of Ethan Bryant. There may be an opportunity for some more lap traffic with the 78 of Wyatt Wilkerson to capitalize. But we've got 2 laps to go now for Dillard. If Wilkerson wants to make a run, he's going to have to work fast in the 78 machine as Caleb Dillard continues to ride around the cushion. White flag is in the air this time, 1 lap to go. Dillard enters turn number 1. Chris Shaw, slower car down on the bottom side of the Speedway, but Wyatt Wilkerson will lose some ground in turn number 2. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. The Robaline Rocket wins his first career late model race at Sabine Speedway. Wyatt Wilkerson will finish 2nd. 3rd is going to be Stacy Villeman. 4th place is Tracy Denby Sr. And Barron Prince will round out the top 5.
800. Yeah, 800. Factory stocks is the only one running for 1,000. Okay.
Make some noise for the Robaline Rocket, Caleb Dillard. Caleb, that was a good run for you here tonight in the late model. Your first win at Sabine in the late model in front of a good crowd here tonight for fan appreciation. It's got to mean something pretty special to you, a track you grew up racing at.
Yeah, man, you would think that I would have the hometown advantage, but it's just kind of been kicking me here lately, and I don't know, I didn't really think I'd be that good when it's tacky like this. Kind of been fighting the car, but hit definitely we hit on something tonight. Luckily, it's just drew good. Finally started on the front row. That makes a big difference. But man, I just want to thank all the fans for coming out. I always enjoy the fan appreciation deals. I want to thank Mr. Mark Powell and Miss Yvonne for letting me drive their car. They're great people to drive for, and they don't ask for anything. Just want me to have a blast. And I want to thank Super S Engine Oils, Powell and Son Contracting, K Dillard Race Cars, Bodies by Donnie, Supreme Vinyl Works, Pro Car Products, and the good Lord for keeping us all safe. And thanks everyone for coming to watch.
All right, man. You got any plans for the rest of the weekend?
No, I think I'm just going to take this good run and just enjoy it. So I think we'll be off next weekend. Going to go do some stuff with family. So maybe a couple weeks and we'll drag it back out.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you next time. Caleb Dillard back in Joel's Auto Sales, Powell and Son Victory Lane at Sabine Speedway. All right, folks, here's the front-wheel drive 4 cylinders. On the pole from Marthaville, Louisiana, the C49 is going to be Chris Waters. To his outside from Manny in the Vines Construction Colt 45 Customs Delta Tree Service RNG Lawn Care. Number 11M is Michelle Tedder. To the inside of row number 2 from DeBerry, Texas, the Macy's Music. Number 69 is Justice Dudley. And to the outside from Robaline and the Kevin Barker Mobile Mechanic, Szilard Racing, Micah E. Arbuckle, Attorney at Law, number 4, JC of Mark Szilard. We're going 12 laps in distance for the front-wheel drive 4 cylinders. Chris Waters, Michelle Tedder, Justice Dudley, and Mark Szilard will get us... Mike Szilard will get us going. And we got a caution flag on the speedway. Lights are out. Complete restart. 12 laps for the front-wheel drive 4 cylinders. Chris Waters, Michelle Tedder, Justice Dudley, and Mike Szilard. Green flag. Michelle Tedder with a good run to the outside of Waters. Going to take the race lead into turn number 3. Michelle Tedder, your race leader. Chris Waters in second. Justice Dudley in third. And fourth is Mike Szilard. Here comes Chris Waters back at Michelle Tedder, and looks like Justice Dudley off the pace in turn number 3 in the 69 machine. And now Chris Waters going to make the move for the race lead out of turn number 2. Waters, your new race leader. Michelle Tedder back to second. Justice Dudley pulls it into the infield, so Mike Szilard now in third. Michelle Tedder trying to come back at Chris Waters. They roll into turn number 3. Halfway this time. 6 laps complete and 6 laps to go. Here comes Tedder back to the outside. Going to try to make it wheel-to-wheel into turn number 1. Tedder with a good run off of turn number 2. She's going to shoot ahead down the back straightaway for the race lead. It's all Michelle Tedder and Chris Waters out here tonight for the front-wheel drive 4 cylinders. Just a few laps to go, and Michelle Tedder back to the race lead. Slower car of Mike Szilard being gained upon by Michelle and Chris as they roll down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Tedder gaining on Szilard, the slower car, gonna put him a lap down. 2 laps to go this time for Michelle Tedder. Now a lap car between herself and Chris Waters. Waters will be able to get by for the second, to lap the 4JC. Lost a bunch of ground there, though. The 11M of Tedder leads the field. White flag coming out. One lap to go for Michelle Tedder as she enters turn number 2 off of turn 2. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4 for the final time here tonight. The front wheel drive 4 cylinders come to the checkered flag. Michelle Tedder gets her second career victory. Chris Waters ended up into the wall in the C49. He'll finish second, and Mike Szilard will round out the top 3. Put your hands together for the 11M of Michelle Tedder, her second career victory here tonight at Sabine. Michelle, that was a good run for you there this time, and you find yourself in Joel's Auto Sales Powell & Son victory lane yet again. Second win of your career, second win on the season. I'd say things are going pretty good for you.
Yeah, I think so. Getting this new car, it's a lot faster than my old car, and it likes to get the high side, so it runs real good.
All right, and to do it with your family all here each and every week, it's got to be a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. That's all we do it for, is for the family.
All right, well, let's hear about everybody who helps you out.
My husband, first and foremost, Vines Construction, R&J Mowing, Colts 45 Custom, Brent's Lawn Service, and Delta Tree Service.
All right, you going to break this thing out anywhere else this year, or is it just going to be Sabine?
It's just going to be Sabine.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Come and have a little fun with us.
Yeah, it's just a family thing, so close by.
All right, we'll make some noise for her one more time. Michelle Tedder back in victory lane with a front wheel drive 4 cylinders.
He's on outside front, so I think number 3's inside front.
All right, folks, we've got a pair of keys up here. If you've lost your vehicle key, come report to the flag stand. Excuse me, not the flag stand, the tower. Come report to the tower.
because I know the hottest I've ever watched a race in was like 110. And it was on a Labor Day weekend, and it was at Boot Hill. And Boot Hill got some concrete bleachers. This was in like, yeah, this was 2012.
All right, here's your final race of the night. $1,000 to win for the BOM Bank Factory Stocks. On the pole from Dry Prong in the JCR Components Affordable Cleaning Team, Rodney Howell Performance Engines, Holy Moly Chassis number 3 of CJ Howell. To the outside from Colfax in the original Parker Chairs and Swings, Joel's Auto Sales, Don's Racing Engines, Wild Child Race Cars number 9 of John Parker Jr. Starting third from Bossier City, Louisiana in the Twin City Towing, Harold's Transmissions, PTS Racing Engines, Outlaw Race Cars, number 55M is Cody Myers. And to his outside from Robaline aboard the Scotty Shade Tree Performance Myers Automotive, CB Race Engines, Outlaw Race Cars, number 1 of Stony Dubois. Your fifth starter hails from Marshall, Texas. Behind the wheel, the Rollos Auto Sales, Mobag Suspension Technology, Rick Sisk Racing Engines, Laser Race Cars, number 22 of Dustin Hennigan. And to the outside from Robaline, behind the wheel of the Cane River Water Slide Bureau Consulting, Best Engines, Outlaw Race Cars, number 55 of Dalton Dubois. Starting seventh from Manny in the PTS Racing Engines, Holy Moly Chassis, number 13G is Gary Greer. And to the outside, starting eighth from Cut and Shoot, Texas in the 5-star Septic, John Lita Farms, Knowles Performance Engines, Daft Chassis number 27 is Dalton Faulkner. Starting ninth from Manny in the Mizell Transportation, Club 20 Suspension, Shipley Motorsports Engines, Outlaw Race Cars number 32 is Jason Ford. Trayton Graham in the 66 star from Cleveland, Texas. The 7L is Dwayne Raines out of Anacoco, Louisiana. The 12 is Bo Perry from Bossier City. Ross Cook in the 100 plus from Florine. The 0 of Mike Lavispear from Montgomery. 88M is going to be Joshua Martin. KC Jimerson, Dalton DeVille. Green flag waves, and DeVille gets a little bit crossed up there at the start of the race. Frank Canizaro will be involved in that scuffle, but we'll keep it rolling. Green flag is presented. CJ Howell is your race leader out of turn number 4. John Parker Jr. second, Stony Dubois third, Cody Myers and Dalton Dubois rounding out your top 5. Gary Greer, Dalton Faulkner, Dustin Hennigan, Jason Ford, and Bo Perry rounding out the top 10. Gary Greer now moves up into the 5th spot in the 13G, able to get by Dalton Dubois. Dalton Faulkner right there. CJ Howell continues to lead. John Parker Jr. in the 2nd spot with Stony Dubois in 3rd. Joshua Martin had to start deep in the field. He was last Friday night's winner. Current point leader for the statewide point system by Bayou Dirt Life, presented by JCR Components on Facebook. CJ Howell continues to look strong in the 3 out front. John Parker Jr. in 2nd. Stony Dubois 3rd. 4th is Cody Myers. Dalton Faulkner now up into the top 5 in the 27. Faulkner looks to have found something on the very bottom of the speedway to try to get by the 55M, and we've got problems. One turn around in turns 1 and 2. The 32 of Jason Ford will collect a couple of cars. Casey Jimerson and Drayton Graham both involved in that one. So caution flag waves. BOM Bank was established in June of 1903 in Montgomery, Louisiana. Local businessmen saw a need for a financial institution to open in order to help the needs of Grant Parish. BOM now employs over 130 staff members among 16 branches across Grant, Natchitoches, Sabine, Bienville, Bossier, Caddo, and Rapides parishes, as well as Sabine and Angelina counties of Texas. As a community bank, BOM takes pride in offering the best products and services for our customers, strives to promote and revitalize our communities by volunteering and providing financial literacy, and invest in our staff by continuing their banking education. For more information, visit BOFM.com. Special shout out to BOM Bank, the title sponsor for the factory stocks at Sabine Speedway. By way of reminder, we will be out of action next weekend. No racing here at Sabine Speedway next weekend. Make sure to join us up the road at Boot Hill Speedway for the Billy Melton Memorial. It will be $5,087 to win for the limited modifieds. Factory stocks will be racing for $1,500 to win as well at the Billy Melton Memorial at Boot Hill Speedway next weekend. Tomorrow night, venture on up to Arklatex Speedway for the Billy Robinson Memorial. $1,501 to win for the USRA Modifieds, USRA Limited Modifieds, and USRA Factory Stocks, as well as $1,001 to win for the Pro Mods and $301 to win for the front-wheel drive 4 cylinders. Thunder Valley Speedway will also be in action tomorrow night, inviting the Crate Late models back into the gates. So if you're from the Alexandria area, make sure to go join them down the road at Thunder Valley Speedway tomorrow. We have 6 laps complete, 14 laps to go for the 3 of CJ Howell. CJ Howell going to lead the field into turn number 4. Green flag waiting on him. Here we go. Contact made right off the bat by the one of Stony Dubois. 3 of CJ Howell got into the wall just a little bit. Almost let the 9 of John Parker by for the race lead. And now in stair-step formation as they enter turn 3. Stony Dubois in between Cody Myers and Dalton Faulkner. Now Faulkner emerges in the 3rd spot. Dalton Faulkner looks like he's got a hot rod on any part of the speedway here tonight. Was racing on the bottom earlier, made several passes, now up on the top, looks to be fast as he works his way around the 9 of John Parker Jr. for the second spot. CJ Howell, Dalton Faulkner, John Parker Jr., Cody Myers, and Stoney Dubois is your top 5. Here comes Dalton Dubois, Joshua Martin trying to come with him from deep in the field. Dalton Dubois side by side with his uncle Stoney as they work out of turn number 2 down the back stretch. Joshua Martin right there as well. We're halfway home, 10 laps completed, 10 laps remaining for CJ Howell, but the 27 of Dalton Faulkner continues to reel him in. Howell, Faulkner, Parker, Myers, and Dubois is your top 5. Joshua Martin, Bo Perry, Stoney Dubois, Dwayne Raines, and Gary Greer round out your top 10 at the moment. Dalton Faulkner right on the back bumper of CJ Howell now past the midway point in this feature race, and here comes Faulkner to the high side. We got a caution in turns 3 and 4. Faulkner looked poised to make his move for the race lead, but just as he did so, we've got some cars spun around in 3 and 4. Looks like the 13G of Gary Greer. That might be the 77 of Tyler Dubois. The American Championship Series is here to give money back to the drivers. The ACS is a 100% payback point series for factory stocks and limited modifieds. The complete payout is listed on our website. Register for $100, we track your progress, and you win money. It's that simple. Participating tracks are listed online as well at AmericanChampionshipSeries.com. "12 laps in the books, 8 laps to go." CJ Howell, Dalton Faulkner, John Parker Jr., Cody Myers, and Dalton Dubois. Green flag in the air. We got 8 laps, just one heat race to go for $1,000. John Parker Jr. with a good restart there on the inside in the 9 machine. He's wheel to wheel with Dalton Faulkner for the second position. Faulkner up on the high side, continuing to power around Parker for the second position, setting his sights on CJ Howell in the closing stages. Dalton Dubois with a good run now up to the 3rd spot after restarting in 5th. In the 55, we've got 6 laps to go this time. Dalton Faulkner again right on the bumper of CJ Howell. Howell on the bottom, Faulkner on the top. This time by, it's a handful. 5 laps to go. Faulkner now looks to be working higher, looking for some momentum on the exits of the corners. Here he comes through turns 3 and 4. They're side by side for the race lead, and Dalton Faulkner takes it away at the stripe. Move the 27 of Faulkner to the race lead, and this time out at turn number 2. Howell trying to power back on the bottom, but Faulkner holding the line at the top. Bo Perry now moves up into the 4th spot in the 12 car. The 9 of John Parker Jr. spun all the way around out of turn number 4. Caution flag waves. $17 laps to go and 17 laps down and 3 laps to go. $1,000 hangs in the balance. Dalton Faulkner, your race leader. Green flag waves. Here comes Dalton Dubois around the outside of CJ Howell. They're side by side. We've got 2 laps to go for Faulkner. Dubois looking for a good run. Howell still in the 2nd spot, but here comes Dubois on the high line in the 55. Won't be able to extend ahead down the back straightaway. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go for the 27 of Dalton Faulkner. Side by side for 2nd, right behind your race leader, Bo Perry, with a good run from deep in the field up to the 4th position. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the final time. Dalton Faulkner puts on a show here tonight and wins $1,000. CJ Howell 2nd, Dalton Dubois 3rd, 4th is Bo Perry, and John Parker Jr. will round out the top 5. Put your hands together for the 27 of Dalton Faulkner, your $1,000 feature winner here tonight. Dalton, that was a great run for you. Came from a couple rows back, and you were able to track down CJ. Early in the race, you were working the bottom line, passing cars. Later in the race, it was the high line working for you. This hot rod looked like it would work anywhere.
Man, I knew I was starting 8th. I think I started. Damn, we had a hell of a this year. Starting back there, coming up front, man, the car was a dream. I mean, she never lets me down. I mean, it's bad luck half the time it comes around. But, damn, the car did a hell of a job tonight. Hell of a racing by everybody. I mean, the track had character. I love tracks that have character. It lets you do some passing like that, go low, go high. Hope all the fans appreciate it. Everybody made it through this round. But appreciate everybody coming out here. Thank you.
Well, let's hear about everybody who helps you out in the shop and up and down the road.
Man, I got Mr. Knowles' Performance, Mr. Dennis. He helps me out. I wouldn't be here without him. The Propane Man, PRC Carburetors, LCC Trucking, 5-Star Septic Solutions, Don Wildy Racecraft, Baja Motorsports, Mr. Brian Cook Trucking. He does a lot for us here. John Lita Farms, Wicked Wrench Garage, Ronnie's Auto Sales, Bubba, everybody that puts this on. Craig for helping me this weekend. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. Thank you for everybody putting this on.
All right, man. You got any plans for tomorrow?
We'll be at Architects.
All right. Sounds like there will be some good racing up at Architects in Vivian for the Billy Robinson Memorial. Make some noise for him one more time. Dalton Faulkner, your feature winner for the BOM Bank Factory Stocks in Joel's Auto Sales, Powell & Son Victory Lane. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight at Sabine for Fan Appreciation Night. We will be off next weekend to recognize the Billy Melton Memorial at Boot Hill Speedway. So make sure to go up there and enjoy a great weekend of racing both Friday and Saturday night. We'll be back in action here at Sabine on July 8th. Thanks again for coming out with us. Y'all be careful going home. This is Joshua Bell, your announcer, signing off.